How many of you had employees that just said, deuces, I'm out of here? We all used to be employees, or we are right now. One way or another, we are. We're paying taxes to the government, blah, blah, blah. But we all know what it's like, or remember what it was like to be an employee. Uh, you know, I mean, we always felt like we deserved more money. We thought we just busted our ass. And we just felt like we were being treated unfairly at some point in our working history. I mean, how many of you guys felt like that when you were working for somebody else? I used to be an employee. What some employees don't understand is that when you own your own company, I mean, there are these extra headaches that, maybe before you even started your business, you didn't know what kind of headaches there were really going to be. The whole sales tax, unemployment insurance, payroll insurance, Fed. It's crazy. All the things that you never thought of, you learned along the way that, even today, as many years you may have been in business right now, you're still baffled by it all. But a lot of employees that you have right now, they don't understand that. And even as an employee ourselves back in the day, we didn't understand that, what, our employers were actually going through, I mean, they had their headaches, and you always wonder why they were an asshole. Those are some reasons probably why they were, because they have the stress of, making sure that, all these taxes are paid and, payroll's paid, nobody's stealing or whatever the case might be. Now as an owner, now you know what it's like. So, I mean, how are you responding to that? How are you becoming more and more proactive as your business grows? This year, I lost a top-notch employee. I met this guy off of Craigslist. He met me in my garage. He was working for somebody else. And he told me how he needed to give that person a 2-week notice. I said, all right, cool. So he comes to my house in my garage. My son, my oldest son, Adam, he was there. And he witnessed the whole thing. The guy is telling us, one day he wants to run his own lawn care company. And I kind of was skeptical, but, he knew what he was talking about. So I said, all right, man, we'll wait for you for 2 weeks. And we did. And there's some things about him, even from the get-go, I was kind of shaky about. But he proved that, he was a pretty good-ass worker. Well, long story short, gave me his 2-week notice early this spring, and he went off to my competition, who's right here in this town. Now, a smaller person probably would have flipped out. I did not. What I did is I strapped on the bootstraps, got my ass out there, but that's what it takes to get to the next level. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm getting older. I'm learning how to delegate. And it's been, I don't know, I kind of like it, but at the same time, it's difficult as an owner, as somebody who's, genuinely worked his whole entire life, and hasn't relied on nobody. It's difficult. But at the same time, I realize as I get older, you have to delegate. I mean, you have to, have these employees in place, to do all those little things that you have been doing, so that, the operation will continue. That's not easy, to train them the way you wish you were trained, or, have them do things exactly like you do. You know, it's almost impossible. But I think a lot of owners and maybe even managers out there of businesses alone, they'll admit, you know, you got to find that one.